Okay, let's get on with the show. Let's go back over to India for the daily numbers. The question is, what should we do as a bonus coverage? I thought about maybe reading some Ernest Hemingway or maybe Aldo Lepijo, Alto Leopold, Alto Leopold. I started reading something from Aldo Leopold's book, A Sand County Almanac. If you have a, if you, no, never give up. You could also, she could go on to the next. I'm watching a new streamer here. I'm actually not even sure what her name is. Her name is Typing Kate. Her handle is Typing Kate. What she's doing, she's trying to prepare for a technical interview, a coding interview using lead code to sharpen her skills. So if you're interested in lead code, if you're interested in doing a better job with your coding, I would certainly recommend that you begin to follow this young lady here. Okay, here she is, Typing Kate. Okay, what you done? As you can see, lead code interview prep. So she's probably, she's prepping for some type of interview. Maybe one of the FANG groups, and maybe not. It's hard to say. But we certainly wish her the best of luck with that. All right. And again, if you have some spare time, go and follow this streamer's channel also. Okay. So let's get back over here now. Let's go ahead and run the numbers for India. Of course, the real question is, why do you want to be a programmer for? You know, I I think analytics and data science is a much more interesting field than just programming in general. Even it's even more interesting because you're actually dealing with data that has a meaning rather than trying to just write code and stuff like that. Plus, you tend to do a lot of the work yourself, so it's not like you don't a part of the code here and someone else is doing the other part of the code. So I definitely think if you're interested in programming, you're interested in data, by all means look into data science or data analytics. Okay. So anyway, as you can see, India, you have 34.3 million cases, 459,873 deaths. Now, if you look at this by India's numbers by year, this doesn't look particularly good. Okay, this doesn't look particularly good. They more than double the cases for 2021. Okay, deaths, deaths looks as if they have also doubled the cases since 2021. Okay, but what's interesting is when you come over here, you look at the cases by day. You had this bit of a spike here, about 100,000, 92,000 plus cases, fall all the way back down here. Now, most countries, this spike is bigger than this one here. So the thing about India is you had one single spike all the way up to on May the 5th to 412,431 cases for a single day before falling all the way back down on October the 4th or November the 4th to 12,729 cases. That's a pretty doggone healthy decline in cases, okay? Maybe I should start a, uh, a coding nude channel where I code in the nude. If that's the case, you'd be more than happy. No, my camera on my phone doesn't. It only shows my head. You know what? Someone's out there is already doing that. Someone out there is coding in the nude. on Twitch. Maybe not right now. I guarantee you. So anyway, Indy, you're averaging 1,274 cases per day. Okay. What about deaths again? So we're going to ignore these spikes here. I don't understand why you have this one big spike. And there's, one possibility, these could be adjustments. They missed some, some deaths from the previous days, and they came and added them back in. So the actual main spike peaked on May the 18th at 4,529 deaths for a single day, before falling back all the way back down here, deaths to on October the 14th, 379 deaths, but that number is fluctuating by as much as by October 15th is down to 166 deaths. It spiked on October 28th at 805 deaths, before falling back down to 221 deaths on November the 4th, and an average of 466 deaths ending on October the 31st. Okay, so now we can take a look over here at your. Okay. So why does she need a mask if she's sitting at home? Okay, maybe we'll find out about this young lady here in a few moments. Okay. Go back and take a second look at her on Twitch. Okay. So again, July of last year, we saw a bit of a spike. Before India's cases began to fall back down again. But they're here in sometimes sometimes around maybe May or so, you had a 4, 5, 6 week increase in COVID-19 cases before falling all the way back down, and all the way back down to here. This is 50,000, or this is 500,000. Okay, this is 250,000. So these are below 250,000. These weekly cases are below 250,000 per week. What about deaths? A long declining pattern down here. Then shortly after the first of the year, we saw that big increase back up in COVID-19 deaths before falling back down again. Let's see if we got some good news in the monthly numbers. Yeah, we do indeed. Well, here's the first thing. Back in last half of 2020, you had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row where your COVID-19 cases declined in India. That was followed by a 3-month increase. Then it fell way back down over here in June with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 month in a row in decline in COVID-19 case. These 2 months here are killing your numbers for the year, by the way. Okay. So a 5-month decrease in COVID-19 cases, a very good chance of making that 6 months at the end of November. What about deaths? Well, again, back over here, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row, you had a decline in COVID-19 deaths, followed by a 1, 2, 3-month increase. And that 3-month increase is immediately followed by a 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to call it 5-month decrease in COVID-19 deaths. Okay? Okay. So that takes care of the report for India for today.